Welcome, people. My name is Clint Beastwood. If you're new to me, Clint. If you're old to me, from the DADS podcast. Due to the coronavirus, everything like that, me and Malcolm are not together. We aren't separated. Don't get scared. Calm down. Everything like that. The DADS podcast is still a thing. We're still official and we're still on. It's just a lot of lockdown stuff going on right now, so it's hard for us to record. This is the one and only time I'm really gonna say something about that. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. So a lot of pause and a lot of halting. Me and Malcolm are still probably live streaming the Division 2, and probably whatever other games that we got in our, in the tuck. So that's probably what we're doing right now. Just a lot of live streaming on YouTube and everything like that. Malcolm's on Twitch. Make sure to go follow him. Is it XKnight98? XKnight89. Make sure to go follow him on Twitch and everything like that. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Just because this coronavirus has got us separated, so it's kind of hard to record. A lot of lockdowns, a lot of restrictions and everything like that. I know everybody is telling us to either use Zoom or like other programs like that, but it's kind of hard because Malcolm is he doesn't really have an official computer like that, or official laptop like that, and plus it's hard for him probably to get like a space where he can like get like the best type of silence, seeing that we have kids and stuff like that. So it's kind of hard for that to go on. I know a lot of people have been suggesting that, but it's just something hard to do. Like when you got kids, like I know you'll probably think because we got this nice big green screen in the back and everything like that, like we in the studio or something like that. Nah, we in the basement. so it's kind of hard just to like get a little piece of silence or whatever the case is for him to record and everything like that. And plus he doesn't have like an official laptop. He's building his own computer, his own master computer right now to take over the world right now. So it's just what it is. So you just get me for right now. This may last a month. This may last a little less than a month. We don't know yet. When everything gets a little more clearer on our restrictions and stuff like that in the city or whatever the case is, that's when we'll start moving around and everything like that, just to let everybody know. But yeah, this is just that one intro video on why you just see me and not Malcolm, because we pretty much do everything out of my crib or whatever the case is. So that's just what it is right now. So yeah, don't get worried. DADS podcast still alive. We're still here. We're not breaking up. The boys are still back in town and everything like that. Like, we're not breaking up or anything like that. So but yeah, just wanted to give you guys that little heads up, notice everything like that. So I don't know if I did the intro or not, but enjoy this video, whatever this may be. And we back. Yeah. Welcome. It's another review. It's your boy Clint, DADS podcast, and I'm talking about Vivarium. We saw the trailer for this. We looked at the trailer for this, but it definitely like flew under our radar. It was one of those movies that probably get one trailer of and we like totally forget all about it. But luckily enough, Saban actually hit us up in the email and asked could they use our reaction for I guess a promo video that they got going on, or promotional video that they're going to be doing. And we said, yeah, of course, because that's Saban. Like, that's one step closer to being a Power Ranger. But it definitely made me go look and see what the heck Vivarium was, because I did not remember until I actually watched our reaction to the trailer, and I watched the trailer again. This movie stars Jesse Eisenberg and Molly McCain. And I had to go look up what the hell Vivarium even meant. So Vivarium is literally just experimenting. This is just my little sum up of what it is. It's like experimenting something or test trialing something in an enclosed space, whatever the case is. And after I saw that definition and I remember what the trailer was, that's exactly what came to mind. So there's this couple, Molly and Tom. They're house searching, but not really trying to invest into being in the house right now at the moment. But they go to this office. It's ran by a guy named Martin. Now Martin is about as creepy and as eccentric as you can think. He takes them to this house, or this land called Yonder. It's pretty much like a community home type thing, and all the houses look the same. But Tom and Molly, they are destined. They are destined to be in house number 9. So destined that before Martin leaves them, he lets them know that this is a house for life. Like, this is a house that you will live and die in, like whether you want to or not. And with that being said, Martin dusts off into the fold, whatever the case is. He disappears, whatever the case is. Tom and Molly literally drive the entire day trying to get the hell out of Yonder to the point that they run out of gas. And the thing that makes it so funny about these transitions of them driving all day, like, they take rights, they take lefts, they fucking switch the drivers. One time Molly is driving, one time Tom is driving. Shit, if you ask me, they probably drove backwards and hoped that would work. But every time they did that, they ended up at house number 9. That's how destined they were to live there. Also something funny that Martin asked them about was, did they want to have kids or something like that, I think. Because when they went to the house, it was already a room painted blue. Like, this is everything that you would see from the trailer. But the house was already ready for them. Like, the house was ready for their future. Everything was ready. So yeah, they run out of gas. They have no choice but to stay in this house for the night. They have no choice. You can't go anywhere. You don't have any gas. You can't do anything. Then the next day, there's a baby delivered on their front step. And it said, raise the baby to be released or be free or something like that on the box. So this is what they're stuck with, bro. It's kind of funny because the baby got delivered out of nowhere, and like, they're stuck here. So like, literally the whole definition of Vivarium is just like a lot of observing analytics and data, but just in an enclosed space. And when you see the measures they took to get the hell out of this area is ridiculous. Like, so before the baby even comes, I think the next day or the night of, or whatever the case is, they're literally jumping over gates or jumping over the backyards of the fences of the house, of the next 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 house, to find out that they're literally just ending up in a big ass circle all over again, bro. It's kind of funny, but it's fucked up to see that, how trapped in like the desperate measures that they take to get the fuck out of this area. Like, even to the point where Jesse Eisenberg's character Tom, he tries to burn down the fucking house. Like, he tries to burn it down, and the shit don't work. Like, the next day, the house is like still standing in perfect condition, like before they even got there. Also, the thing with before the baby even comes, they get delivered like a box of food, like it's packaged shrimp, packaged steak, canned foods, like everything like that. And the shit is disgusting. Like, it looks good, but if you would eat packaged shrimp, like, it was vacuum sealed type shrimp, in case it is, like, the shit looked nasty. Whatever case it looked nasty, even if it was vacuum sealed. Even if people buy vacuum sealed stuff now, that shit looks nasty. I'm sorry, it needs to be fresh. Yeah, and the thing is, like, they don't hear like anybody drop anything off. They don't see anybody dropping anything off. And which leads later on into where the child comes into the fold. The fucking child is 89 days old and is probably at least 7 to 8 years old by the 89th day. And when I tell you, like, the story, I don't want to say is dry, but it's not that interesting. But when that kid comes into the fold of that fucking house, bruh, his voice scared the shit out of me. Like, congrats to the kid too if he was voice acting, but he sounded like a grown ass man, just with a child's voice, like at 7 or 8. And it wasn't just like a regular grown person voice either. Like it was just something like really fucking cringy or creepy about his fucking voice, the way that he was talking, bro. And of course, on the 89th day, he stands like the same height of a 7 or 8 year old, or he kind of has, I don't want to say the knowledge of it, or the case is, of a 7 or 8 year old on the 89th day. But on the 89th day, of course, going from a toddler or a newborn infant on the 89th day, you shouldn't be a fucking 8 year old. That's common sense. But this kid pretty much, I don't even think they gave him a fucking name. He pretty much reacts or interacts with the parents however they interact with each other. So he's pretty much like, they're probably being watched on a larger scale, or the case is, but he's the one who's definitely watching them like face to face, up close and personal, or the case is, because he copies and mimics them, like from all their arguments, from all their conversations, from all their actions, like all type of shit, over the case is. And something about this kid, I don't know if it's because they didn't raise him correctly or the right way or something like that. Not really sure. I'm just talking about up to this point where he's like still a child, of the case is, because he does get older and shit like that. To this point, but it's a lot of things that they can't teach him, because they're literally stuck inside this house, or they're stuck inside this community, and they can't go anywhere. So like, the Molly, she tries to teach him like little simple stuff, like noises a dog make, ruff, and literally that's after he learns like what a dogs make. I think they just stopped after that because they got sick of his ass, because the kid doesn't know how to ask. I guess I don't even know if they got that far. He doesn't know how to ask for like things that he want. Molly and Tom just have to guess like what's wrong with him, because the kid breaks out into like a big ass loud ass screech, to the point like he screeches. They make him a bowl of cereal, and like they pour the milk, and if it's not enough milk, he looks at it and starts screeching again until like it's the exact amount that he will want and shit like that. And then once they're done, like once he gets the cereal and it's perfect over cases, he just shuts the fuck up. He just shuts down, like shit just happened. So that kid brings a whole nother element into this shit. I'm not gonna spoil everything that happens at the end, or the case is, but there are some cool effects in here. I think it's a little bit of claymation in here. There definitely are some dope camera effects and some dope sequences like towards the end, over the case is. But it's literally, Vivarium is literally just like doing research of something in an enclosed space. And that's literally what happens. Like when you get to the end of the fucking movie and you realize like everything that happened and everything that transpires, or like what the reasoning was for and everything like that by the end of the fucking movie, you get to thinking like, damn, how many times have they done this? Because eventually the child does grow up. Eventually Tom and Molly, they learn some things. And fucking the house, either it's number 9 or another house, you can only imagine like how many times this has happened, bro. Like that's the only thing I can think of without trying to like spoil it for you all. Because this is definitely a good watch, something that y'all should go watch, because it's a mind fuck. It's just one of those movies like you just know it's gonna keep on happening over and over, and then it makes you think like, how many times has this actually happened? Because Tom and Molly aren't the first ones. Like and also, man, something at the end also, it makes you think about how time is either spent or used inside this enclosed space too, because when we get back to Martin, they don't let you know how much time has passed directly inside of yonder, over the case is. But like I said, like the kid was like 7 or 8 or 9, over the case is, on like the 89th day or the 98th day, over the case is. But he does grow up, so it doesn't let you know like if like years or something like have passed, because you can't measure the time of the kid growing up and the actual time that has probably actually passed, because the kid is of course, like shooting the fuck up while it's probably been a year or some shit like that, and he's grown as fuck. But it's, oh man, it makes you think because like the kid is probably like a host or something like that. Because when you get back to Martin, like Martin is like kind of pretty much old and like kind of used the fuck up, whatever the case is, man. I'm trying not to spoil it, but man, it's a good movie. I'm not gonna spoil it. It just came out last year, 2019. I don't know exactly what month or what the case is, but I don't want to spoil it for you all just in case you do plan on going to go check it out. What the case is, but Vivarium with Jesse Eisenberg and Molly McCain, yo, it's a good fucking movie. Like, and I'm telling you, once you see this movie and you see that kid enter in his voice, man, that voice fucks you up, dog. I'm dead ass serious. Like the voice alone, like it just it scares the shit out of you. I'm not gonna lie, it fucks you up. But yeah, man, it's dope. I fucks with it. It's a mind fucking makes you think, and it's a good movie. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this review. Hopefully I didn't tell too much. Hopefully I didn't spoil anything for you. Hopefully you all go check that out. But this is Vivarium, and this is dope. So thanks to Saban for reminding me. You know this isn't a sponsored video or anything like that. They just emailed us, and I was like, oh yeah, let me go check that out, because I even said in the reaction I was gonna go check this out. So now that I got reminded about it, I checked it out, and I liked it. Liked it a lot. But yeah, man, make sure y'all go check that out. This has been my review of Vivarium. Clint, DADS Podcast. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Peace out. If you like this review, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Also, in the description, we got a Discord. And if you liked this review, once again, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. My name is Clint, DADS Podcast. Hope y'all enjoyed. Peace out.